What's going on, guys? It's Cole, and welcome to episode 3 of my Brilliant Diamond Birdlocke. In the last episode, we took on the next 3 gyms, Veilstone, Hearthome, and Canalave, and also felt the explosion at Lake Valor. In this episode, we will deal with that and also take on our last 2 gyms, and so on. So before we really get started, I do have to say I did miss a death in the last episode. As you can see on screen, it was in the rival battle in Pastoria. I thought Prinplup could kill Grottle with an ice beam, but it couldn't. So Grottle ended up killing it with Raised Relief. So we start off at Lake Valor, confronting Commander Saturn. We surf down his Kadabra after getting our accuracy lowered by Kinesis, then do the same to his Bronzor, bringing out his Toxicroak, which then survives an Air Slash before falling to another Air Slash, winning us the fight. After that, we head back to Lake Verity to confront Commander Mars. Ed KOs her Golbat with Dazzling Gleam. Bubbles takes care of her Bronzor with a few Brines, and then her Purugly went down to a couple Flash Cannons, winning us the fight. After that, we battled Candace. Bubbles one-shotted her Snover with Flash Cannon, then did the same to her Sneasel. This brought out her Pure Power Metachamp, and Bubbles then killed it with a rain-boosted Aqua Jet. She then sent out her ace, Obama Snow, who got immediately OHKO'd by a Flash Cannon, winning us the fight and the 7th badge. After seeing our rival sniveling at Lake Acuity because he lost to Jupiter, we head back to Veilstone and into the Galactic HQ building. We lead off with Egg, go +2 with Nasty Plot, and one-shot his entire team with either Dazzling Gleam or Air Slash. We then battle Saturn, taking down Bronzor with Night Slash, Toxicroak with Drill Peck, and Kadabra with Night Slash, and head to Spear Pillar to do the multi-battle with our rival and Mars and Jupiter. We then beat their team along with some of our rivals' team before challenging Cyrus. We then surf down Haunch Crow, take out Gyarados with Night Slash, Weavile with Dazzling Gleam, and Crobat with Ice Beam before catching Dialga, nicknaming it Trash, and taking out the trash. We then challenge Volkner, killing Octillery with Flash Cannon, then killing Ambipom with Aqua Jet, Migraine is then killed by a crit Thunderfang from Luxray, and then I sacrifice Egg in order to heal Stratos. Stratos kills Luxray with Earthquake, and then at the end kills Raichu with Earthquake as well, winning us the 8th and final badge. We then proceed to make our way from Sunny Shore Pokemon League by going up Route 221, I think it is. I don't remember. Either way, we make our way to the waterfall and then head into Victory Road. We then make our way through Victory Road and out to the waterfall in front of the Pokemon League. We go up the waterfall and head in before buying some extra supplies. And get ready to challenge the league when our rival interrupts our mental prep to battle one final time. He leads off with Staraptor as we lead off with Don Crowleone. sets up Sunny Day for reasons, I guess, before we take him down to his focus sash with a crit thief. I was originally hoping to steal his focus sash, but instead we knocked him to it. Either way, the genius then switches out Staraptor as I go for a drill peck, and he sends in Heracross, which gets immediately massacred and dies. So that was a smart move. Bravo, not a bird, I'm proud of you. He then sends in Floatzel, so I stay in to see how much an Ice Fang will do, but Don Corleone dodges and then one-shots it with Night Slash. And another crit. So 2 down, 4 to go. He then brings Staraptor back in. Hits a small amount of damage with close combat as I stumble over my words, and we then hit an unnecessary crit to take out its final 1 HP. We then ignore Scuttle learning Hydro Pump, and he sends out Rapidash. Even though he's in the sun, Flame Wheel doesn't do much. Then we take it down to half, or just past half, with Drill Peck. And we swap out Don Corleone and send in Scuttle. Who proceeds to set up the rain and dodge a Mega Horn. And then he dodges a Poison Jab and kills Rapidash with Surf. This battle is not going the way our rival thought it would. He then sends out Torterra, who is not long for this world. Because he gets blasted with a critical hit Surf. So all that's left is his Snorlax. He sends out Snorlax. Who takes about more than three quarters of his health with Surf. Only hits a Yawn. For some reason, he does not heal like ever. And then he loses to another Surf. So thanks for coming, Rival Man. See you later. Now I'm gonna go challenge the league. And even though you just saw the team, I want to do a team recap anyway, because it's not an official before the league video if we don't do a team recap. So first off, we have level 63 Don Corleone with Drill Peck, Thief, Night Slash, and Taunt. We have level 62 Scuttle with Surf, Roost, Air Slash, and Hurricane. We have level 62 Bubbles with Aqua Jet, Scald, Ice Beam, and Flash Cannon. We have 63 Stratos with Moonblast, Dragon Pulse, Earthquake, and Cotton Guard. We have 62 Starlight with Pluck, Brave Bird, Close Combat, and U-Turn. And then I had forgotten Egg was there. So we have level 62 Egg with Flamethrower, Air Slash, Dazzling Gleam, and Nasty Plot. So now we talk to the guy and get our badges checked. Orberg's Coal Badge, Eterna City's Forest Badge, Veilstone City's Cobble Badge, Historia City's Fen Badge, Hardhome City's Relic Badge, Canalave City's Mine Badge, Snowpoint City's Icicle Badge, and finally, Sunnyshore City's Beacon Badge. Dun da 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 da! And yes, I did that anyway. We then head in and challenge the Bugman himself, Aaron. Or should I say, Aaron. So, this is probably going to be a main sweep with Scuttle, because he has bug types. The only one I'm probably not going to keep Scuttle out for is his Drapion, because it has a scope lens, which boosts the crit chance of his high crit moves, Night Slash and Cross Poison, and the ability Sniper, which boosts the damage done by crits. So he leads off with Dustox, and like I said, I lead off with Scuttle, and we set up the rain. We then proceed to one-shot Dustox with Hurricane, which will not miss in the rain, so we're good to go. And it's also boosted by choice specs. He then sends out Heracross, misses a Rock Slide, and then gets one shot by Hurricane as well. He then sends out Beautifly, and if you can guess what happens next, well, he does attack with the Psychic, but then he gets one shot with Hurricane. And now the last bug type on his team is the Queen Bee herself, Vespiquen. Oh no, we can't eat the berry we're not holding. And then she gets one shot by Hurricane. So like I said, basically a Scuttle sweep, except for Drapion. So he sends out Drapion, and I swap out Scuttle, expecting him to go for Cross Poison. So I swap into Bubbles, who then gets chunked by a crit Night Slash. So I'm expecting an Earthquake to come in, even though he could have just knocked me out with a Night Slash. So I send in Stratos, who completely ignores Drapion's Earthquake. I then go for a Soft Sand boosted Earthquake of my own, take a small amount of damage from Cross Poison, and hit him for just over half his health. So he goes for Night Slash, takes out about 99 of our HP, and then we take him out with another Earthquake, winning the battle, and our first Elite Four member is down. So next up, we have the ground type specialist herself, Bertha. So here we are with Bertha, and she leads off with Quagsire, as I had said in the battle with Wake. So I lead off with Egg. Yep, here comes her Quagsire. And I go for Dazzling Gleam. And almost one-shot her. She poisons us with Toxic. But luckily she's just out of healing range. So we take it out with another D-Gleam, and then Egg heals off the poison with Friendship. Or should I say Affection. So she sends out Sudowoodo, and I am not keeping Egg in because she is absolutely going for a no recoil head smash because of Rockhead. So I send in Bubbles to tank the head smash. Takes a fair amount of damage, but it's fine because we then immediately will one-shot it with Scald because it has Rockhead and not Sturdy. And there goes her Sudowoodo. So up next will be her Golem. I expect an Earthquake from Golem. So I send in Scuttle. Who dodges the obvious Earthquake after setting up the rain. It then chunks us with the Stone Edge, taking us from 168 HP down to 16. We knock it to Sturdy with the Surf, and because I know she's going to heal, I switch Scuttle out into Bubbles. Even though I should have healed because I could have knocked it back down to Sturdy, or at least knocked it low enough with Air Slash or something for an Aqua Jet to knock it out. But instead, I swapped out, knock it back down to Sturdy with Scald, and then it kills Empoleon with Earthquake. So Empoleon now has one life remaining. We then send out Stratos. And then we kill it with Moonblast. And next will be her Whiscash. Which does have Ice Beam. So I make the choice to possibly sack off Stratos's first life to heal up Egg with a max Potion. And Stratos lives at 24 HP. So I'm just going to sack it off anyway because I'm not switching. And I want to get some damage. So I go for a Moonblast, trying to drop its special attack. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen. So Stratos dies for the first time to Whiscash's Ice Beam. Gotta say, I'm surprised it didn't die sooner. I then send out Don Corleone, who takes Whiscash out with a crit Night Slash. She then sends out her last Pokemon, which is Hippowdon, which we take down to just above half with a crit Night Slash before taking a chunk from Ice Fang. We then switch out Don Corleone into Scuttle. Who then easily takes an Ice Fang and kills Hippowdon with Surf, ending the battle. So now next up is the third Elite Four member, the Fire type user Flint. Flint starts out by sending out his Rapidash, and we lead off with Scuttle. We get the Rain Up, and he goes for Poison Jab, and Scuttle dodges it before killing Rapidash with the Surf. He will then send out Steelix, who, unlike normal, is not a sturdy Steelix. It is a Sheer Force Steelix with a Life Orb, which is why it dies immediately to a Surf. Next up, he will send out his Lopunny. And he is definitely going to be going for a Mirror Coat, but it doesn't matter because he gets blown back. Next up, he will send out his Drifblim, who has absolutely no attacking moves whatsoever. And it also dies to a Surf. Last but not least, he sends out Infernape, who has its hidden ability, Iron Fist, which powers up all punching moves. So I know he's going to be going for Thunder Punch, and then he also has Mach Punch, Close Combat, and Fire Punch, and those three moves don't do much to Stratos, so I send out Stratos. He goes for Thunder Punch, does a small amount of damage. We go for Dragon Pulse. Take another small amount of damage from Thunder Punch. Do a small amount of damage of our own. He goes for Close Combat. We take that pretty well. His defense drops, and we kill him with Earthquake. Next up is the Psychic type user Lucian. Now we're about to fight Lucian. So his usual leadoff is Mr. Mime. And by that I mean they always lead off with the same thing, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, his Mr. Mime has Reflect, Light Screen, Psychic, and Dazzling Gleam. So he won't be doing too much to Egg. So I set up with Nasty Plot to go +2 special attack as he sets up a Light Screen. And then I go another +2, so we're now at +4. And then we hit him for about 2/3 of his health. And then kill him with another Dazzling Gleam. Next up is Girafarig, who has Trick Room, Thunderbolt, light screen and psychic, I believe. So I go for an air slash to try and get him to flinch. But I miss, so he gets up Trick Room. So I wasn't sure how much his Thunderbolt would do, so I decided to heal up and see how much it does. We dodged the first one, which worked out. So then I go for another Dazzling Gleam. He goes for Thunderbolt, does a small amount of damage. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm fine then. We chunk him with Dazzling Gleam. He hits another Thunderbolt, and we kill him with another D-Gleam. So up next will be his Medicham, who has Pure Power and an Expert Belt. So at this point I couldn't remember if Trick Room was still up. So I'm checking the speed stat. So I just decided to go for it and see what happens. And Trick Room was still up, so he outspeeds and kills Egg with a Thunder Punch. So as you can see, right after that, Trick Room ended, and I wasn't paying attention again. So I didn't know if Trick Room was still up. But just in case I somehow managed to outspeed, I send in Scuttle, fully expecting it to maybe die. I later realized that his Medicham was set up for Trick Room, so Scuttle's 94 speed was actually higher than Medicham's, which is why, and I hadn't realized Trick Room had ended, but that's why I was able to outspeed and kill it with Hurricane. So he then sends out Alakazam, who is a monster with a Life Orb, and then kills Scuttle with Shockwave. And then send out Staraptor, Starlight, whatever its name is. And he could have totally hurt me with a Shockwave. So I go for a Brave Bird anyway. And he decides to go for Future Sight. Probably because he saw the kill with it. I don't know. So we take him out with Brave Bird. And last but not least is his Bronzong. So instead of hard swapping, I decide to U-turn out. bit of chip damage, and then send out Don Corleone as he sets up Trick Room. He then goes for a very weak payback as we kill it with Night Slash. And we win the battle, so now all that is left is the champion battle with Cynthia. So the way that's going to go is that is going to be its own video that will be going up tomorrow, same time as all the other ones at noon. It will be completely uncut. So the full 36 minutes or 30-something minutes, whatever it is just going to be that battle. Alright, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the video tomorrow. Bye.